Recording my rant number 9. Now this one I'm going to try to make short and sweet. And I don't really know what I want to rant about, but I'll rant about me. I just watched somebody similar to me play chess. And he plays the bots. And the bots, I guess, would be like the computer on the chess that I play. I forget. The name eludes me now. So I'm just going to call it chess with the Grandmaster bot. My average is 1 in 15 with Grandmaster and 1 in 5 with Master. I mean, I go in streaks with Master, but that's only when I'm focused, I'm not distracted, I want to sit down and play, and I haven't overloaded myself taking out Candidate Master. Ten victories with Candidate Master earns 5 victories with Master. Get a winning hand, then earn Grandmaster, and you get 15 chances to get one. Now what I do is I use the same opening every single time against the computer. Why? Because I don't get to run banter with humans, I don't get to tell stories with the pieces, and it's more adjusting my intuition, finding a right path where if in a moment I'm distracted, the body knows what to do or what not to do. And what I've learned is if I count my moves, and I don't mean like move 1, 2, 3, I mean there's a pattern. I've learned playing the computer so much that on a certain number of moves, I'm prone to blunder. When I'm playing against Master, it's at move 12 and 38. With Grandmaster, what was it? Grandmaster was Grandmaster's 12. Grandmaster's 12. Master is 20, and Candidate Master is 26. So as long as I count my moves and I'm in within the range, I can earn a victory. Now I watch other people play chess, and most of the times I see people don't really have ambition for an ending. There are many people who do, like who use strategy to go for the kill or set up the kill. Man, these goals know how to think for you. What? Baby dragon's a baby dragon. When you tell a story, always remember one thing. Have an ending with an alternate. For every one move, have plan 2. Have seen it all. So when it's a rerun, you know how to run it. Pure mind. Keep everything pure. The moment you want to cheat, you will fail. Especially if you're great. Anti-inflammation. Let's see. More about me. Where do I begin? Ambitions. Reformation of government. That's been my goal for so many years, and to have developed an idea to make it possible. People are afraid of the military. I don't know why. I trust the military so much. I think the military should run government. Now imagine if the military ran the corporations. How much espionage would there be? How much waste would there be? How much inefficiency? Imagine if all doctors were military doctors. Now, mind you, cosmetic surgery, that's a different branch. We create one place, a giant barracks for all. Basic training, we turn the coast into farmland. We terraform the earth not into a concrete jungle, but a garden. Ask Elon Musk, where would he be if corporate espionage didn't exist? And then ask him, what country has the most US president kills? Sorry, let me ask that question better. What country has assassinated more US president, the most US presidents? Why are politics so cutthroat? Why is it a monopoly? We're so far along. Why are we playing nice and not nice at the same time? It's like, here's America. We're the global good. But we're so biased and uncaring. Look at our policing system. I was supposed to be a cop. Still trying to be one. For now, a consultant that doesn't get paid, but soon. The fact of the matter is, we're playing a game of Monopoly. And because we're playing a game of Monopoly, people will play the game underhanded to control business. Now, people say organized crime this and organized crime that. Organized crime exists because we allow foreign investment into our country to propel an idea of any particular field. And because we allow that kink in the armor, what's the point? Anybody can buy in and anybody can buy your vote. Loyalty? Ask a soldier how much loyalty costs. And I'll tell you why 22 choose the wrong path. And it's not because they're so damaged that they're broken, because you can go to many places and they're confused by it. They're like, why? You would think that you can pull someone out. And it's not hard, it's easy. It's working through it, working through whatever. Finding the right method. People will say that the best medicine is love and laughter. But when you go to a doctor, it's usually prescription. Now, I'm not saying we dose the world, because me and pills don't get along for a reason. Haven't since I was a kid. Back to an important topic before I start talking more about me and more about what I want. The police are licensed to kill and have less training than nurses in the art of murder or self-defense. Hey, who knows? Whatever angle you're firing it at. And it's because they want chaos in the streets. They want corporate espionage because they get chaos in the streets, because we feel more inclined to invest our time into these politicians who we all know have been on top of the food chain forever. They don't want to let go of the power of money. You can argue, oh, but if everything was free, who would do things? You must never not had work before, because if you don't have anything to do, you're gonna want to work. You're gonna want to participate. You're gonna want to do things. The consolidation of business, that's going to a single location with every food that we can offer. Yeah, grocery stores are gonna go extinct. But not all of them. They're going to be hubs where we take care of the basic needs. You know why I want towers reaching the heavens? Launching pads. Miles wide. How are you going to get the world on board with all of the past? We spill a lot of blood. Good and bad. We come together. We set an example. This is no longer tolerated. We're going to be like China now. China is really number one. We as Americans just love the illusion. I can picture little Chinese kids seeing the soldiers in the death wagons, waving at them, giving them the thumbs up. You kill these bad guys. I want to be just like you. Because if I'm up there, I'm not in there. You think it's okay to just walk into someone's business, steal as much as you can grab, and walk out, and everybody's just like $0 bond? Tough cookies, that's life. Who said life was going to be fair? Why are we living in a delusion when reality is upon us? We can seize the opportunity as people to come together and say, hey, you know what? This society, the way it is, it couldn't be better. We've been using a broken system for hundreds of years. We took it from the Romans, and the Romans, they just spread everywhere. The fact that people worship the Pope, an Italian guy preaching Jewish history like it's magic, infallible. That book is 100% correct. There's no faults in it. That's false advertisement. You made me buy that in. I bought that. Well, I was force-fed that for my entire life. It was a good thing I was one of four because they didn't like make me do it. I was just in the back, just like, leave me alone. Is it time to eat yet? Trash cans are all the worst thing to do when they would throw the chicken grease. I mean the what do you call that? The leftover blood and salmonella and all that nastiness over food that I was planning on eating because I wasn't allowed to eat scraps for some reason. We had a Z table and they were force feed. I would get the smallest. I'm like, you would expect the oldest boy to get the largest plate, right? No, she gave it to my little brother. I question why. Go get a job. Can I leave the house? No. My little sister, they wanted her to be the fat one, so they gave her a bigger portion. She couldn't leave the table. She would sleep at the table. Food, and she would like hide it in there was a Z table, and she would put it in an open. I don't know if she opened it, but she would put food in there. I would eat that. I would get in trouble for eating that. But what can I do? Can I leave my cellmates behind? I get it bad, but they get it worse. I make it cool for everybody. I'm gonna have to. Childhood, right? Most people say you should have ran away. Where? To an orphanage? To juvie? The moment I got a job, I lived there. I lived at that movie theater. That's a regret. I regret not treating it better. I neglected it, and I don't think it would have been enough anyways. But had I known, had I been brought in, that I would have chained myself. I would have protested. I didn't know. If I would have known, I made it to head projectionist. I wasn't in Miami-Dade Community College is gonna buy the movie theater parking lot. This second run historical location is gonna be paved over, and later the school will fall over because hey, the city gambled. Things happen. The poor famine. People think that, we're all going to come together. We're 50 republics connected with an idea of unity through an agreement on a piece of paper. And the only thing that's maintaining that is electricity. Lightning in a bottle. And we're so repressed where we should be. I mean, think of this. Imagine if scientists could conduct more experiments in space with as much help as they can get. Where would we be? If only you guys would have trusted Nikola Tesla. You would have gave him Ben Franklin's job. America would be the global banner. Why? Because it would have showed them that, hey, those Americans, maybe they're not so bad. Maybe they're not as racist as everybody makes them out to be. They had a shitty beginning, just like the Egyptian. Hey, look. They stole the Egyptians' tactics. They stole the Roman tactics. And look what happened to them. You know why? Because homosexual men, they make mainstream culture. Once homosexuality reaches mainstream media, it creates a rift. Because why? Why are homosexual men homosexual men? I have no fucking clue. I'm a divorced, semi-homeless guy living in America. And I'm so off in my train of thought. I'm trying to recap. I lost myself in the moment. I'd much rather be me. I was speaking on being American, and I was talking about Nikola Tesla. And what would happen if the world would have seen, like, man, those Americans are not as racist as we thought. Oh, that's, yeah, for ghosts, forgotten. Why in the fuck? Does that matter? One, does that matter? Do you know what it does to your psyche? Look at your numbers. I'd much rather be me, a divorced, semi-homeless guy. I got my vouchers. Just gotta wait. And every woman can hate this beautifully ugly face. Because if beautiful was ugly, that'd be me. And just admire women from afar whenever I can. However I can. Then do something that I know, because I look at all of you, and if you looked half in and half out, and you saw who you truly are, you would do it to yourself first. Metaphysics. Half in and half out. That's like, people say third eye. It's a collision of the left and the right. So there's a division. It's really four eyes. Ask a psychic why. Ask anybody who claims they have psychic ability, why is it technically four eyes? And you can multiply. So saying your third eye is just so limiting. I mean, even if I had to go gutter, it's only so limiting. Like I said, so even if every woman on the planet had the worst impression, you're bad? I'm a nice guy once you get to know me. Once you get past the nice guy and I take off the armor, when I can be myself and not have to be like, hi, my name is Jonathan. Watashi wa Jonathan desu. Watashi wa oyogi kata oshite imasu. Jo desu kura hetto America jin. Get past all of the what I refer to as zany. It's just me being myself, having happiness as the primary function. The only ego is maintaining self. It's like hyper empathy in war, in battle, in battle. Because sometimes you got to feel sorry for life. I mean, some people are real stupid. Why do you think because you're bigger or smaller or whatever that you can get away with being ignorant? What's the purpose? And number 9 may have to come to a close. Well, let me finish this smoke. These Fagos go to every bathroom that I go. When I go to the bathroom, a Fagos has to go to the bathroom. Every time. They're like, oh, but that dude, that's his girlfriend, the little old lady. You think that's his girlfriend? Now, she's his no-ho. He uses her for her security. She's not used to not having a pimp.